A long time ago, in a land called Canaan filled with enchanting stories that seemed to dance in the breeze, there was a mighty god known as the God of Creation. The people of Canaan looked up to him as the ultimate maker of everything, from the huge, endless universe to the tiniest bits of sand beneath their feet. Back in the days when the earth was young and full of secrets before anyone had started to record history, the God of Creation emerged from the unknown. He transformed confusion into order and chaos into calm. He brought the sky into existence with just one thought, scattering it with a brilliant mix of stars and planets. Then, with careful and precise movements, he molded the earth, forming towering mountains, deep valleys, and creating wide rivers and massive oceans. His most incredible work was giving life to the planet. He crafted the first animals from the rich, fertile earth, each a perfect combination of beauty and practicality. Following this, with great kindness and attention, he made humans. He endowed them with intelligence and the freedom to choose their paths. He tasked them with caring for the earth, to cherish and safeguard it. As life thrived under his protective gaze, a dark cloud gathered. Another god, jealous of the Creator's power and his amazing creations, schemed to dethrone him and reintroduce chaos into the world. This rivalry set the stage for epic struggles and stories that continued to shape the destiny of Canaan and its inhabitants. This led to a long and fierce fight between the forces of order and chaos, between light and darkness. The God of Creation and his enemy battled through time, each wanting to control reality and be the ultimate leader. This fight spread throughout the universe, affecting every part of creation. It was more than just a fight for power. It was a battle of beliefs and plans for the universe's future. The God of Creation aimed to keep the peace and balance he had set up, while his rival, fueled by envy and anger, wanted to break this balance and start a new era of confusion. This huge fight saw many shifts over the years. Sometimes it looked like darkness would take over the world, throwing long shadows over the earth and making its people lose hope. But the God of Creation, always strong, would return and bring light and hope even to the darkest spots. In Canaan, these massive fights between divine powers were told from generation to generation. The people didn't think of these stories as just old tales. They saw them as important lessons about keeping balance in the never-ending fight between good and evil. They believed their lives were linked with this cosmic battle, and their choices could tip the balance towards order or chaos. As years turned into centuries and thousands of years, the tales of the God of Creation became a core part of Canaanite culture. Temples were built to honor him, and complex rituals were performed to remember his actions and ask for his protection against the forces of chaos. The Canaanites looked up to the God of Creation as the maker of the physical world and as the guardian of moral and spiritual order. Throughout the years, as the struggle between these divine beings continued, the impact on the world and its people evolved. The cycles of peace and turmoil shaped the cultural, social, and spiritual landscape of Canaan. Art and literature flourished, often reflecting the themes of this eternal conflict. The stories taught lessons about resilience, the importance of light over darkness, and the power of hope. The temples became places where people gathered to worship and share stories, strengthen their community bonds, and teach the next generation about the values that held their society together. These rituals and teachings helped the Canaanites understand their place in a vast, interconnected universe where every action could contribute to the greater balance between good and evil. This ongoing saga of the God of Creation and his struggles became a foundational myth, influencing Canaanite beliefs about justice, leadership, and the responsibility of power. It reminded them that even in times of darkness, hope and perseverance could restore light and order, echoing through the corridors of time as a timeless beacon for all who believe in the power of creation and harmony over destruction and chaos. Despite his great power, the God of Creation's fight with his rival was never finished. It kept going, representing the constant battle inside every person between the forces of order and the temptation of chaos. This never-ending struggle reminded the people of Canaan, and everyone who heard these legends, that staying alert and brave was crucial to keeping balance in the world. It showed that each person has a role in the big story of the universe. The God of Creation continues to symbolize hope and determination, a light showing that despite tough challenges, the forces of light and order can survive and win. His story is proof of the strength of sticking to something and the lasting spirit of hope that can encourage people for many generations. Today, the legacy of the God of Creation still has a strong influence in the ancient land of Canaan. Even though the world has changed a lot over time, the spark of creation he started still motivates those who hope for a better future. We celebrate the memory of the God of Creation, seeing him as the great designer of the universe and the protector of all life. As time passed, the story of the god of creation became a key part of Canaanite society. Tall temples are built in his honor, and special events are held to calm his spirit and ask for his blessings. Priests and priestesses act as go-betweens for the divine and the mortal, giving sacrifices and prayers for the people. One of the most lasting effects of the god of creation is the moral system he gave to humans. The Canaanites learned about kindness, fairness, and care through holy writings and spoken stories. They were taught to respect the earth and all living things, value nature's blessings, and live in peace with the world around them. This ongoing story does more than just share a history. It connects the people of Canaan to a deeper understanding of life's cycles, emphasizing how personal actions impact the broader world. These tales have woven themselves into the fabric of daily life and cultural practices, constantly reminding them of their shared heritage and responsibilities. Ceremonies dedicated to the god of creation include rituals that mimic the acts of creation and renewal, reinforcing the community's commitment to maintaining cosmic balance. These traditions honor the god and serve as educational tools for the young, instilling in them the principles that have helped their civilization thrive. As this legend has passed down through ages, it has nurtured a sense of unity and purpose among the Canaanites, inspiring them to uphold the virtues of their divine protector. Each celebration, each story told, keeps the spirit of the god of creation alive, ensuring that his teachings continue to guide and inspire, just as the stars he placed in the sky continue to guide travelers by night. Despite these troubles, the Canaanites' faith in the god of creation stayed strong. They believed in his wisdom and his love, confident that as long as his light kept shining in the sky, there was always hope for a brighter tomorrow. Their devotion went beyond just worship. It influenced their entire way of life. They built their community around his teachings, trying to live by the virtues he valued. Generations of Canaanites were raised on his stories, learning how to handle life's highs and lows by following his lead. This way, the impact of the god of creation reaches beyond just the temples and religious rituals. It's part of the people's everyday lives, seen in how they treat each other and their surroundings. His presence is a constant reminder of the higher ideals they strive for, a society built on respect, compassion, and caring for one another. The story of the god of creation is passed down through generations as a symbol of the enduring power of belief and the resilience of the human spirit. In the hearts and minds of the Canaanites, he is always celebrated as the creator of all things, the one who brings light and life, and the guardian of their souls. In every aspect of Canaanite culture, from the justice system to educational practices, the principles of the god of creation are evident. Leaders seek to emulate his fairness, while educators stress the values of learning and reflection he espoused. Art and music frequently reflect themes of creation and balance, further embedding his influence into the cultural fabric. Children are taught from a young age to appreciate the natural world as a precious gift from the god of creation, instilling a sense of responsibility to protect and preserve it. Annual festivals celebrate his deeds and teachings, bringing the community together in reflection and renewal. Through these stories and practices, the god of creation's ideals live on, influencing day-to-day actions and long-term visions alike. His teachings provide not just a historical or religious roadmap, but a living, breathing presence in the lives of the Canaanites, continually guiding them towards a future of hope and unity. As the years roll on, his stories are not just recalled, they are lived and experienced, ensuring that his wisdom transcends time, inspiring new generations to carry the torch of their heritage with pride. Empires rose and fell, societies blossomed and then withered, and the earth underwent changes that no one could have foreseen. The names and tales of ancient deities were buried under the debris of time, obscured by the constant march of progress and the relentless transformations of civilizations. Yet even in the darkest and most uncertain times, when it seemed like the world was on the brink of unraveling, the essence of the god of creation lingered on, like a faint but persistent glow in the hearts of those who dared to hope for a brighter tomorrow. While his name might no longer have been spoken in the bustling marketplaces or whispered in the echoing halls of temples now in ruins, his impact remained potent, a timeless emblem of the enduring power of faith and the unyielding resilience of the human spirit. In moments of quiet reflection, when we gaze up at the stars and contemplate the infinite expanse of the universe, we can still feel the influence of the god of creation. His legacy is not confined to the pages of dusty history books or the crumbling stones of ancient shrines. Rather, it endures in the underlying principles that guide us. Principles of creation, perseverance, and the endless pursuit of knowledge and understanding. Though he may no longer walk among us, the the light of the God of creation still shines, offering guidance to those who are courageous enough to chase their dreams and reach for the stars. His story is a beacon that encourages us to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles, and to hold on to our dreams with both hands, steadfast in the belief that anything is possible. His teachings, once conveyed through stories told by the fireside or in grand temples, now find resonance in modern times in our laws, our cultural rituals, and in the silent personal journeys of faith undertaken by individuals seeking meaning in their lives. His ideals, respect for life, the quest for balance, and the celebration of creation inform our ethics and our philosophies. Could the legends of Canaan teach us more about our current world? Drop your insights in the comments, press like if you found today's exploration enlightening, and don't forget to subscribe for more.